Wow, how beautiful is this? I can handle being on lockdown when it's like this. Absolute bliss. Okay, so I thought there are times that we don't want a strong practice. There are times that we don't really feel like practicing at all. Sometimes when we feel depressed, we feel stressed, we feel down, we have a real lack of energy. If we're not feeling well, or if we're sickling for something, we can not feel like doing anything, but it still can be helpful. Just give the body a little bit of a stretch out. So it doesn't have to be much at all, and that's what this practice is. It's literally going to be 10 minutes, just moving through the joints, connecting to our breath, and just taking a little bit of time to come down and to relax. So just bring yourself down to a comfortable seat. Your legs can be however suits you. If you want to kneel, sit on a cushion, whatever feels good. And then just close your eyes. And take a few moments to just simply be. So you might notice what sounds you can hear around you. Notice the feel of your clothes on your skin. Just allow your muscles to begin to soften. So you start with your facial muscles, your lower jaw. Just having the intention to allow these muscles to relax is enough. You don't physically have to do anything. You just have to take your awareness to that place and say to yourself, soften. As we come down through the neck and the shoulders. Through the back, the abdomen, chest. Down into the pelvis. Bring your awareness down into your hips, your thighs, your lower legs and your feet. Just have a sense that within the integrity of your pose, everything starts to soften. And then just becoming aware of your breath and just your natural easy breath as it flows through you. Take a few moments to connect just to the rise of each inhale, the fall of each exhale. See if you can let your breath soften and slow. And then when you're ready, gently take your chin down towards your chest. And you do that on your next exhale. Keeping the spine long, chin in towards the chest. Just keep the shoulders nice and broad and just take a few moments to just have a little bit of a stretch through the back of your neck. And then when you're ready, gently rolling your right ear over towards your right shoulder. This might be enough. You could take your right hand onto your head, so you're certainly not going to pull, it's just very gentle. You might add a little to the stretch there. release the right hand down. As you inhale, bring the chin back in towards the chest, and as you exhale, left ear over towards left shoulder. Keep both shoulders nice and soft and down. And if you wanted to add in the left hand, then you could do that. And again, not pulling. And then release your left hand down, bring the chin back in towards the chest, and as you inhale, raising the gaze. Okay, bring your hands, just make sure my microphone's in place. Bring your hands onto your shoulders. As you inhale, draw the elbows in towards each other, and as you exhale, take them out wide. Inhale, draw them in. Exhale, out wide. Inhale in. Exhale wide, and then we'll take it back the opposite direction. Inhale wide, and exhale in. Inhale wide, exhale in. One more. Okay, releasing the arms, and then clasping the hands, turning the palms away from you, and as you inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. So just gently press the hands away from you. Have a nice stretch here. And then we're going to release it over, so the right hand comes to the floor and your left arm reaches out over your ear. Just have a couple of breaths. Feel into the side body. Maybe just gently trying to spin open through the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through to upright. As you exhale, we'll go over to the other side. And just keeping both sitting bones down as much as you can. And then inhale, come back through to upright, and as you exhale, we'll take it to a twist. So the back of the left hand against the back of the right thigh, or perhaps just the hand on the knee, the right hand behind. Keep reaching up through the crown of the head, keep the spine nice and long. And then inhale, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, we'll twist to the left. Your awareness on your breath. And then inhale, come back through to upright. As you exhale, clasp the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift a little through the heart. And as you exhale, fold forwards. I'm just going to move a little out of the way of the dog. So you're just gently lifting up through the shoulders, through the arms. On your next in-breath, we'll come back through to upright. So release your hands, and then we're just going to swap over the cross of our legs. So whichever leg you had in front or on top, wherever you were, just swapping it over. And we'll fall forwards again from here. Lengthen through the spine, so try and keep the spine nice and long. The hinge is coming from the hips, and we'll creep our hands out in front of us. And you just come to your own degree, so you might not come very far at all. You might be able to come down a little deeper. Just breathing into the stretch, so keeping the sitting bones grounded, lengthening through your spine. And then as you inhale, come back through to upright. And we're going to take the hands behind us. I'll just spin around to show you. Hands come behind you, and as you inhale, lift up through the heart. So it's almost like you're lifting up through the back of the heart space. Shoulders are gently drawing down. You can take the gaze up. I wouldn't drop the head right back, so either chin to chest, or just keep the neck gently elongated. Couple of breaths, lifting up through the heart space. And then from there, as you inhale, come back through to upright. And we'll just come over onto all fours. And then from there, just starting to circle through the hips and the shoulders. So you find some movement in your knees, in your hips, in your shoulders, in your wrists, in your elbows. That's moving through the head and the neck as well. sure you go in both directions. And then come back through to a flat back. And we'll just take a few rounds of happy cat, angry cat. So moving through the spine. Inhale, lifting the chin and the tailbone. And as you exhale, rounding the spine, pressing the ground away from you, chin to chest. Inhale to draw it forwards, lift the chin and the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Couple more. And then coming back through to a flat back. I'm starting to walk the hands in towards the knees, and we're going to tuck the toes underneath. Now it might be you want to keep the hands down on the mat, it might be you can bring your hands up onto your thighs. We'll keep the toes tucked under, and then we'll just do a little bit of work through the arms, the shoulders. We're going to bring the right arm in front of us and just gently hook the right arm with the left elbow. So you're drawing the right arm across the chest, just opening through the back of the shoulder. At any time you need to release the feet down, then you can do. And then we'll bring it back through to the other side. Left arm in front, we'll hook on with the right elbow, draw the arm across the front of the chest. And then as you exhale, release the arms, hands back down in front of you, untuck the toes and pad the tops of the toes on the feet. Tops of the feet on the mat. Sorry. Okay, and then from there we'll take it back through into a child's pose, but taking the knees a little bit wider than you would normally, so you've got quite a bit of space between the knees, and thread the right arm through underneath the left. We'll just bring the right shoulder and temple down onto the mat, and that left hand can go to your lower back or tuck into the top of your right thigh. Staying connected to your breath, we'll just take one more. And we're going to bring the left hand back down. As you inhale, come up onto all fours. I don't know where the dog's gone. Thread the left arm through underneath the right, bring the left shoulder and temple down onto your mat. Right hand again to the lower back or tucks into the top of the left thigh. Staying with each breath that you take. And then bringing the right hand back down onto the mat as you inhale, coming up onto both hands. Bring the knees back in towards each other, and then we're going to lie ourselves back down on our mats. So just to finish here with a little bit of hip opening. So taking the right foot onto the left thigh. Now you might think that this is enough. If you've got tight hips, this is where you stay. If your hips feel okay, we'll draw the left leg in towards us. Take the hands around the back of the left thigh. Might have a couple of breaths here. You can add in a hamstring stretch by straightening the left leg up, pressing out through the sole of the foot. Just noticing the sensations, always coming back to the breath. And then we'll bend the left knee, take the left foot back down onto your mat and cross your right thigh over your left thigh. So as long as that's feeling okay, we'll bring both knees back in towards the chest. So you might choose to stay here, or you might take your hands down your shins towards your ankles and gently draw the feet in towards you. So if you drop your feet down towards your hips, that's going to lighten it a little. If you keep them lifted to knee heights, it's going to intensify it. Take one more breath. And then we'll release the feet, take them back down onto the mat, and then parallel the feet again. So you're uncrossing the legs. Other side, left foot, right thigh. Again, the option to just maintain that and stay there, or draw your right leg in towards you. Hands around the back of the Left knee gently presses away from you. And there is the option to straighten up the right leg and press out through the sole of the right foot. You could creep your hands down towards your right calf if that was an option, but you don't want the tailbone to lift. The tailbone wants to stay down on the mat, so you just make sure that you're not overdoing it. And then we're going to bend the right knee, take the right foot back down onto the mat, cross your left thigh over your right thigh. So again, we'll draw the knees in towards the chest. You have the option to stay there, or you can creep your hands down towards your ankles and hold on to your ankles or your feet. Again, drawing the knees gently into the feet, gently in towards you. Make sure that there's no discomfort in your knees. If you feel any pain, any discomfort in your knees, you need to come straight up. Your next breath, gently release the feet, take them back down onto the mat, uncross the legs, but then bring both knees back in towards the chest. Just have a little rock from side to side before you take your feet back down onto your mat. Split your arms out to the side, drop your knees over to your left. If you want to intensify this, you might draw the knees in towards the chest a little bit more. Connected to your breath. And then on your next inhale, come back through to center, and as you exhale, knees over to the right. And again, for less of a twist, feet to the floor first, and then drop the knees to the right, or you can draw the knees in towards the chest, and then drop them to the right. And then from there, as you inhale, bring your head back through to center, bring your legs back through to center, take your feet down onto the mat. So if you are feeling particularly tired and wiped out, just straighten your legs out and we can move straight to Shavasana. If you've got a little bit more energy, we'll just take one more back bend. So we're going to ground into the feet hip width apart, and as you inhale, just lifting the hips and the chest, clasping the hands underneath you. And just having a couple of breaths there, opening up through the front of the hips, stretching out the psoas, hip flexors. Staying grounded through the big toe sides of the feet. One more breath. And then as you exhale, we'll release the hands a vertebra at a time. Spine comes back down. Just take a moment or two for the spine to drop back into neutral. And then you can just very gently windscreen wipe your knees from side to side. And then bring them back in towards the chest. Lengthen out the spine. And then we'll move through into our relaxation. So if it's comfortable for you straightening the legs out, having the feet slightly apart, you can just let the feet flop open, arms alongside the body with the palms facing up. If you prefer to keep the legs bent, then you can do. Just find a place that's comfortable for you. Come back to your breath. Allow it to slow down. Just feeling all the places that you touch the earth. And noticing the parts of your body that face skyward, open into space. see if you can allow your body to open and expand into that space. So the muscles all start to relax and soften. And as they do, you may get a sense of more space in your body. Perhaps as your breath slows and you stay connected to it, there is more space in your mind. Take a moment or two here to do a body scan. Start at the crown of your head, work down through your body. And any muscles that feel like they're holding tension, just see if you can have the intention to soften. To see if you can let go a little more. The breath slows. You might notice there's a pause after the inhale and a pause after the exhale. Just noticing the stillness within that pause. Noticing the space within that pause. Feel free to stay here as long as you need to.